Hey guys, welcome back. So today I am reviewing this blur stick by Milk Cosmetics, and I have seen so many things on Instagram about this, and also a lot of YouTubers have gone on about this and how good it is, so I had to get it. The downfall to this is that it's not available in the UK, so I had to purchase it online and pay for shipping and customs. So that was a big bummer because you're paying almost double for the product. Good thing though is that it came with a little miniature sample as well, which I really like, because if this works, it's going to be very handy to travel with. But if you guys want to see what I think of this product, then please keep watching. So firstly, I'm just going to talk about the packaging. It comes in a really nice hard casing like this, and you just take the lid off of it. So then the blur stick comes out like this, and it's got a nice hard casing. It's a twisty up thing. It's got a protective sort of plastic covering at the top of it, and once you take it off, you get your product. So you twist it up as much of the product that you want. When I purchased this, I got a little mini one free, so if I really like this, I think it's going to be perfect to travel with. But I'm just gonna run that along my hand. That feels so smooth. It's got no color on it, which is perfect because it won't alter your foundation color in any way, but it feels so smooth on my hand. So I'm going to give it a go. I'm just going to first apply it along the areas where I normally get my pores or open pores showing, like so. Just have a little feel. Feels really smooth on the face actually, and I'm just going to put it all over my face, to be honest, and use it as a primer. So once on, it doesn't feel sticky or tacky or anything. It just feels as if I've just put like a mattifying cream on my face. I'm just going to put a little bit more here. What I think would be good is if they had a thinner version of it. It's quite chunky, so to get into, you know, around the nose area, I found it a bit too big. If they had like half or 2/3 of the size of this, thickness wise, I think that would work really well. I think for that reason I probably will prefer the miniature, because I think that will go through really nicely around my nose area, because that's the worst for me when it comes to the pores and everything, my foundation breaking. It will happen around here first compared to anywhere else. And then it's time for my foundation, and for that I'm taking the Lock-It foundation by Kat Von D, and this is in the shade number 57, which is medium. And to apply that, I'm going to be using my Eco Tools sponge, which I'm really loving at the moment. It's so soft and really nice and bouncy. It gets the makeup, the foundation on really nicely. Got a nice point bit here, so you can get right the way down under the eyes. You can even bake with it. It's multifunctional, really nice. I will be talking about this in my makeup haul, which will be going up probably the end of this month or beginning of next month. And I have bought so many things, guys. It's going to be a long video because I don't know how I can break it down. So that will be going up shortly. It will be listed under here once it does go up. So if you are watching this after that video has gone up, you'll be able to click the link below and find it if you did want to know more about it as well. But let's get into this. I'm just gonna dab a bit of the foundation on the sponge, and then it's going to go all over my face. So the foundation went on really nicely. It's not any different to any other primers I've used when it comes to the application of the foundation, but I did notice that around my nose, it's normally at this stage I can normally see quite a lot of open pores, even though I've used like professional primers and things like that. Over time it does show up very quickly, and this area right now is looking very smooth, which I'm really liking. So for now, that blur stick has actually worked, but it's obviously over time when the foundation starts to break up and stuff, that's when I tend to see a lot more of the open pores in this area. So I will get a better idea, give it at least a good few hours time. I'll let you guys know. So So then working under my eyes, I'm just taking the Illamasqua Cream Pigment in Emerge, and I'm just applying that under my eyes. It's just like a peachy colour corrector. And for concealing and highlighting, I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade called Medium, and this has to be one of my favourite concealers. I don't know if it beats the Urban Decay Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer for me. I think it is very, very thick compared to that concealer. But saying that, it has got very, very good coverage. So it's, if you like, or if you need something that has a lot of coverage, this is a foundation concealer for you. However, I did find that if you've got dry skin, it doesn't blend out as much, and the flakiness actually shows up quite a bit with this one, whereas with the Urban Decay one, I noticed that it didn't do that. I luckily don't suffer from that because I do have very like combination to oily skin, but when I have used it on clients that have had dry skin, then it doesn't work the same way, and I've switched to either the MAC concealers or the Urban Decay ones. So I'm just going to do 3 dots, like so, a little bit down my nose, a bit on my forehead, a little bit on my cupid's bow, and just the other areas that I like to highlight. Then taking my Eco Tools sponge again, I'm just trying to sort of blend that out. But can you see, it just does such a good job, and you get a nice sort of straight line across here as well, which is really good if you want your sharp sort of points. But yeah, it is really, really nice and spongy. For cream highlighting, I'm taking Opal by Becca Cosmetics, and I'm just taking a bit on my sponge again and just applying it to the high points of my face. I feel that doing this with a sponge compared to using your fingers, it just helps to blend out the product a little bit more and disperse it so it doesn't look too bright and blinding. For contouring, I'm taking the Sculptor Crayon by Tarte, and this is in the shade Park Avenue Princess, and I'm really, really liking this because look how smoothly it just glides on. Now that is like the lightest touch on my face, so it's super, super pigmented, and it blends out so effortlessly. Another thing I like about it is that you don't need to sharpen it. It's a twisty thing, so I love that kind of stuff, because if you are out and about, you don't need to take your sharpener with you, and it's just so handy. So this is something that I would like if you do like your nice dark contouring and you're into all that kind of stuff. This is a really good product to try. And I'm just taking my Morphe Y8 brush and just literally blending all that out. The time for setting everything now, I'm taking this yellow sort of banana powder by Makeup Forever and just sort of applying it to the areas where I've highlighted. I'm using my Morphe Y11 brush for this, and I feel that it works so well, like to get down here into the areas, and the bristles are so soft. I've had it for a while now, but still, you know, there's no bristles that will wash out or anything. It's really, really good. And then just to bronze up my face a little bit, I'm taking the Kat Von D bronzer in the shade Shady Business 2 and just applying it to the periphery really. And for contouring, I'm taking my medium contour kit by Sleek and just applying that with my MAC 100 brush. For my highlight, I'm taking the Amazonian Clay highlight by Tarte, and this is in the shade called Exposed, and I'm using my Morphe fan brush for this. That glow, and it smells so nice. I just want to eat it. And for my blush, I'm taking the Kiko blush in the shade number 112 and just applying that with my Morphe Y4 brush. So I'm just going to spritz my face with the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray first. And then I'm just going to work on under my eyes, do my lips, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Just for reference, if you wanted to know what lip colour I'm wearing, it's Baywatch by Colourpop Cosmetics, which is their lippy sticks. It says matte, but it doesn't really dry to a matte finish. It's more comfortable, creamy sort of texture on my lips. Yeah, it's not a matte finish at all. It's not drying, and that's why I like these, because they're so comfortable to wear. Plus, again, it winds up. Easy to travel with, so I really like these. Really handy to keep in the bags. But it's not about this. We're talking about the Blur Stick. This stick for now is amazing. Like, normally by now, by the time I've done my makeup, I normally notice like little bits of dotting around my nose and this area here, and I haven't noticed that yet. So far it's looking promising, but I will check back in with you in maybe a few hours and see what the wear is like on my face. Hey guys, so it's been a couple of hours now since I applied the Blur Stick and my foundation, etc. I'm actually standing in front of the window so I can get as much natural light as possible rather than the artificial lights, because that makes a lot of a difference. But I am actually really liking this. It actually makes my skin look a lot more flawless. The foundation that I use, the Kat Von D one, I know is really thick, so it can be quite difficult to give it that flawless look as such. But this Blur Stick has worked wonders, and my makeup hasn't even budged at all, which is good. The lips I didn't top up with either. I mean, I've not really eaten anything anyway yet, so I guess the lipstick wouldn't come away unless I'm constantly licking my lips. But the review on this product so far is good. Let me show you my nose area. It is, I'm gobsmacked. So it's been a couple more hours since I last checked in, and still I'm liking the effects of this Blur Stick. I still need to use it more with different foundations to see whether it works the same way, but with this foundation it's definitely working. I'll probably try it with thinner consistency ones, as well as other more pigmented and more fuller coverage ones as well, just to test out different foundations to see whether this works for everything. But so far I'm loving it. I definitely recommend it, and I'm definitely going to keep it in my makeup kit for my brides, just to give them that flawless, sort of poreless look. Thanks for watching, guys. I should have more videos coming up soon. I know there's a big gap since I've been putting up my videos, but it's just because it's been really busy right now. It's wedding season, plus I have a weekday job, so it's just really busy. So I'm trying to squeeze in all these videos and edit them for you guys as soon as I can. So apologies for any delays.